Welcome to a demonstration of the Becker Professional Education interactive eBook. This demonstration will run you through the basic components and functionality of the interactive eBook for the December 2013 ACCA examination session for papers F1 through F9. The standard eBook is available for the professional level papers. Please note that for this launch, the variant papers included are F4 English and F6 UK. In short, the interactive eBook incorporates two main components of the preparation program, the study system and the study question bank. This is material that would be covered in live lectures for exam preparation or as part of our premium online study packages. The study material shown is ACCA approved Learning Partner Content Gold status for up to and including the June 2014 ACCA examination session. So let's look at the home screen, which is your first view after downloading the software. The list of all ACCA examinations appears on the left, with a solid dot beside each indicating that you have been registered for specific papers and ebook content is available to download. When you click on a paper and a session number, a window opens to ask if you would like to download content. Clicking on Yes opens the download window and content installs in the background. There's no requirement for you to keep the window open while downloading. Material for paper 9 has already been downloaded, so let's use this to show the interactive ebook content. Clicking on F9 shows a drop-down list of the sessions available. Choosing session 10 by highlighting it, and then open eBook on the right side of the screen will open the session. If you have already been working in a session, you will be asked to resume the session or start from the beginning. The latter choice will not erase any saved data from a previous viewing session. So let's start at the beginning of the session. Here is the main screen for session 10, which contains the focus, the student guidance, and the visual overview. When looking at the main interface, on the left-hand side of the screen, clicking on the Home button will return you to the main menu, or clicking on the Jump to Session button will allow you to browse through all of the sessions in paper F9. At the bottom of the screen, you can also zoom in or out to fit your screen size and resolution by clicking on the zoom icon and sliding the toggle to the desired view. The first key component of the interactive ebook is a video presentation by our instructor, which provides an overview of the session. Let's play a few seconds.
Session 10, Security Valuation and Cost of Capital. Now, in fact, these are two sides of the same coin.
You can pause and restart the audio, and you can zoom in for a closer view.
Because, as we'll see, if we understand how shares and bonds are valued, we can reverse the models to imply the required return of shareholders.
After you have completed the overview, you can continue with the current session by clicking on the page arrows on the right and the left-hand side of the screen, or use the page navigation buttons at the bottom right of the interface. Moving on to the content of the session, this is where you see the interactive components and functionality of the system. First, start the audio component on the page if audio is provided.
We now need to move on to some mathematical analysis on equity and debt finance. Section 2, the dividend valuation model.
Pausing it, there are a few things to point out on this page. In addition to starting and pausing audio, you will notice that text not directly related to the audio is grayed out. You can also see that the instructor has added notes to the text to assist you in the same way an instructor uses their presentations during live lectures. You can also toggle the notes the lecture creates on and off to suit your learning style and preferences. Now is a perfect time to demonstrate the functional tools available in the interactive ebook. There are several tools available at the bottom center of the interface to add your own notes and highlights directly onto the screen. The first tool is a text tool, where you pick a spot on the text and enter any relevant information. The second tool is an underline function, which is good for highlighting key points and section headings. The next set of tools are a box tool and a circle tool for highlighting a large amount of information, key points, or illustrations and commentary. The next tool is a student favorite highlighting tool, available in multiple colors, and a sticky note tool. Choose a place in the text and add your notes. If you make an error in your notes, press the erase icon and remove the notes that you have created in the text. Finally, you can also print the material within the interactive ebook by pressing the print icon. You can choose a single-page view or a two-page spread in the ebook by clicking on the icon, choosing a print view, and whether or not you would wish to have the annotations included or the default text of the study system. Now let's move on to some of the practical examples given directly in the text. In example 5, the instructor lays the framework for answering the question with audio.
Example 5. 12% undated debentures with a nominal value of $100 are quoted at $92 cum interest. The rate of corporation tax, 33%.
After you have finished the framework provided by the tutor, you can then enter your solution directly in the text box provided. Once you've completed your solution, click on the Show button and drag the solution next to your answer to compare your results. Another type of interface for example questions is for example 6, where you're required to put information in a series of text boxes. Start by entering in the information in each of the text boxes. Once you are satisfied with your answers, you can then press the check button, and green indicates correct answers, and red either incorrect answers or incomplete answers. You can reset the example to try again, or you can press the Show button to see the complete solution. Now let's navigate to the end of the session, which then has a summary, a short quiz, and the full set of example solutions provided. Once you have finished, answer the questions for your own understanding, and then click on the links to return to the source of your answers. Pressing the Home button will return you then to the home screen. The interactive ebook text is also linked to the study question bank. To access the questions related to session 10, return to the home page, select your session, and on the right select Answer Questions. Now the Study Question Bank interface appears. There are three main tabs: the Question tab, the Response tab for students to write their answers, and the actual solution to the question. In addition, pressing the text icon will direct you back to the text itself. You can refer to the ACCA reference sheet and formulas. You can print the question, response, and solutions. And you can use the on-screen calculator. Pressing the End button then returns you to the home screen. An alternative interface is used for multiple choice questions, currently the format for papers F1, F2, and F3. Choose a paper and a session number, and then from the drop-down menu of questions, click on the MCQ questions. As you can see, it's a slightly different interface, similar to a computer-based examination. On the left are your question statistics, your session statistics, and your navigation information. Enter an answer from the 4 choices. Click on the Grade button, and the system tells you this answer is correct, providing an explanation at the bottom of the text. To move to the next question, press the buttons at the bottom of the screen or the Next button. Clicking on Grade shows that this answer has been answered incorrectly. Once you have completed all 6 questions, clicking on End returns you back to the home screen to start the next session. Thank you, and we look forward to the December 2013 ACCA examination session using the Becker Interactive eBook.